Hey, just to let you guys know, there was a bit of an error and technical difficulties with the audio. So, um, I'm going ahead and releasing this just so that we have this and maybe some people can enjoy half the conversations. But unfortunately, you'll probably not be able to hear anybody else's voices other than mine if you can hear them at all. So I really am sorry. I did get this fixed in time. I just wanted to let you guys know before you continued. And get our roleplay started. Now it is 8 p.m. Last we left off, we had just gotten into what used to be Grey Alden. It's still completely removed from the map, just so everybody can enjoy. But you had come to Grey Alden and realized that the town, the little city, or not city, but town, had been completely razed to the ground, and there were no survivors. Um, in this sense, everybody had a somber couple of days in helping Rogar take the bodies of the dead and bury them, adding significantly to the population in the graveyard. Um, but yeah, it is the morning of the next day after you finished interring the last of the dead, and the row lies ahead of you. How do you wish to proceed? Um, make a history check, Kling, for your own memory. One thing you do remember, and I think I remember Rogar talking about it, was there have always been racial tensions between the Dragonborn and the half dragons in this part of the world. The didn't you mention that the Pope of the Church was a Dragonborn that got you basically excommunicated? Yeah, excommunicated you. Okay, I see. Never mind. Yeah. Then sorry. Continue. Uh Wrong campaign. More powerful is suffering. This isn't the miracle. This isn't the miracle. The miracle infects everything. Draco Heights. You do not, but you do know of that there is a road that you can easily follow. At the very least, it used to be. No. Mm, make a history check. No, not even this. The world is so different. Not even the stars look like what they once were. Um. Well, there is something kind of like. There is a darkness in the skies. So in the morning, it is dim. There is no bright light. Sol's rays do not touch the earth. Um, he does he does still get the +1, but yeah. make make an insight check. And I mean, um, D D. Rogar, you do know the next city over is Rosenwall. Yes. Okay. I um you would have you would have been allowed to bring your carriage and mounts. Yes. 1 second. I'm double checking how long it takes because the fact that you aren't walking does does change things. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Cool. Okay. Okay. That wasn't right. That's more like it. Mm-hmm. If I cannot, I think I can't remember, but I think red. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Come on. Let's see here. Do do do. Yeah, go for guidance. Go ahead and make a history check. 1d4. Nice. Roll d4. Okay, 28. You remember Rosenwall perfectly. It is a monster of a city. It's an ancient construction that not too many people remember the origins of, but one of the things you do recall of it is that the lord who rules over the city was never much into the whole racial tension between half dragons and dragonborn. So he never really cared. He tried to avoid the racial discrimination between the two. Um, uh, he he was neither. He was actually a human. Um, it was one of the things where he was just like, not really worth it, to be honest. We all probably should just work together. It doesn't really matter who's more important than who. Uh, of course, you're not entirely sure how they're doing right now, but it was a well built city. A lot of magic into the structural integrity, and it's one of the few cities that are completely self sufficient. So it has the means to remain safe and at odds from anything for a good long while. So, I'm going to have to use a placeholder for what I'm going to throw at you, but it's fine. Uh, sure, we'll make a token. Bless you. Not really, no. What? Close enough. Okay. So, as you guys are traveling, you hear the howls of wolves, and you see a pack rush up towards you. Roll initiative. Ugh. Mhm. 1 second, let me fix that. Of course, that would be the thing I would forget to, There, fixed. They look like regular wolves. They're not large. the the horses are large. They are beasts. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. Wait, do you have two draft horses or like two? Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Hmm. Well, starting us off, Zector, it is your turn. Yeah. You got a 24 on your initiative, didn't you, Zector? Why is why is there a 24 at your initiative? I weird. I see it as 24. Let me fix. Never mind. Rogar, it is now your turn. Yeah. Sadly, Magoga, you will have a chance to kill some of them. I think most of them will probably die due to you, through Rogar, though. Well, here, the way it looks, they're kind of grouping up and charging as a full pack. You guys should be able to see them like up to your top left. Yeah. It would actually be originating from like somewhere here-ish. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you want, let me go ahead and give you the background music that I have going right now. Mm. They each need to make deck saves. Okay. One succeeds. One fails. Two succeeds. Holy shit. God damn. Holy shit. It's not my fault, I swear. So, is the line one the save or suck? Because I think the line was save or suck. Yeah. And then half damage on the ones that succeeded. Oh. Yeah. The lowest one was an 11 to roll. So their constitution is +1. So yeah, they saved. They all but one failed. The one that was in the line succeeded. So mhm. So that's going to be 8 plus 5, 13. Even with saving, these 4 are dead. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was now. It was like 2 by saving. It was 2 over their max HP. These guys aren't that strong. They're not dire wolves. Yeah, they're not dire wolves. They're regular wolves, and you guys are at this level where a full pack of regular wolves could be a problem, but they'd have to be flanking or something more. And these are beasts. They're striking out, but it is kind of weird how they haven't already surrounded you guys. I'll let you know that. Mhm. Mhm. Alrighty, Magoga, it is your turn. Yes. Yes. Mhm. 50. Yeah, 45. Okay. Wow. That does not hit. Make another attack roll. You are a fighter. What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't. I swear. Yeah. Oh god. Okay, guys, please kill them. Clang, it is your turn. Oh wait. Weird. How did Magoga come on twice? Anyway, Clang, it is your turn. No, I'm saying that the imp and the ba- the suit of armor that Clang has go on their turn. Okay. Both of them hit. The 13 just hits. Oh, yeah, it's still Mo. Hmm. He's still alive. So, all right. With both Ratchet and Clang working together, you kill one wolf. All right, and if Lilith, it is your turn. Rogar is not in that space, no. Eldritch Blast? Okay. Eldritch Blast? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 17 and 26 hits. Mm-hmm. Then it's just proficiency, yeah. Mm-hmm. You managed to kill this one with both blasts. Yeah. Uh-huh. Zector, it is your turn. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And jump that way? Okay. Make an attack roll. 19 hits. And he's dead. Is that your turn? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So, which one is this one? Oh, okay, it's this one. 5, 10, 15, 20. Zector, you are being attacked. They don't seem to be running away, which is odd. By now, the pack would be like, this was too big of a fight. We shouldn't be attacking this. But they seem persistent for some reason. Yeah. Yeah. Does a 20 hit? Okay. 23. Rogar, you do not see anything in the surrounding. Uh, Lilith, with a 15, no. They're acting as if... It's almost as if... It's weird. As if they're not natural. That they're acting unnaturally. Like, almost as if they're not being treated as wolves, but more of soldiers. The other wolf turns around and attacks you and misses. Uh, those are that, and who the fuck is that? Um, there is like what appears to be the token of like some random dude here for some reason. I have no idea who they are. Um, Rogard, is your turn again. Sorry. Mm-hmm. I was fixing something. It's not a spell slot, is it? Does it feel... Fail. Okay, cool. It is still alive. Um, is that your turn, Rogar? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Make an attack. Miss. Okay, Magoga, it is your turn. A 17 hits. Make an attack roll. Oh, damage roll. 10 damage? It is barely alive. You can tell it's barely alive. You cut a deep gash into it and it is bleeding profusely, but it's still going. Okay, you hit. Flat 8 damage? Alrighty. It is dead, and you get to taste the flesh of wolf. Alrighty. Obviously the leader. Uh, Clang, it is your turn. If you have extra attack, yes. First hits. Also hits. Okay. 22. Nice. The first attack killed it. You stabbed into the back of its neck and then just for good measure stabbed again. Oh yeah. Wolves would not uh, wolves would not attack in mass and then continue attacking once over half of them had been decimated. Or once they were decimated. Yeah, go for it. Everything about this wolf attack stinks. The way wolves normally attack for prey, even if it's something bigger than them, they target something that is by itself usually, and then the whole pack gangs up. This pack charge not only a group of people, but a group of people, large horses, carriages. Normally, they don't go after people, especially in groups. It's just too many to actually be safe to attack. And again, everything about these wolves, they look like normal wolves. So there's something wrong with them. I was imagining it would be a regular cart that was basically built to allow kind of that was just kind of open and ready for people just to shove stuff on, kind of like a loading platform. I don't remember. I don't think so. Interesting. Yep. All right. Cool. Oh, it travels with the cart. Six. Okay. Yes. Mm-hmm. No. Magoga, make a wisdom saving throw. Yeah, I think so. Hmm. That is a point. Rogar, make a wisdom saving throw. Oh, yeah. see here. Yeah. 3 nat 20s, or what it felt like. God damn. I nearly in a row. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah. Yeah, perfectly. Uh, okay, so. Let's see here. I'm looking at the. I'm trying to look at the stat block, for God's sakes. Come on. Okay, cool. Just wanted to double check. Yeah. Okay, cool. Um, it gets to around 3 o'clock when you get to the gates of Rosenwool, and even from like a hefty distance, from miles away, you can see the city. A good, probably, it is a completely walled in city with walls that tower up a good probably 50, 60. It ranges to like up to 100 feet high. Massive stone blocks that are on the sides carved in reliefs that looked like a tapestry of the history of the city. Very much as artful as it is structural. And as you come in the late afternoon to the city, you see a halfling and a half orc who are watching and standing guard. The gates have not closed. They do look official. And as you come to approach, uh, the halfling goes, "All right, we'll need you to stop for a bit. Uh, we need to ask you what you're doing here and what your business is." Would you have? He he takes a look at Rogar and goes, condolences, friend. You might not want to go anywhere else. Probably going further south into like the realms of men probably would be your best bet. It's the the Lord here has taken a firm stance against the prejudice against the half dragons. Ever since the Pope has declared his war against the heretical race, and he does air quotes as he does so. We have plenty of refugees, and you're welcome to stay. He provides a welcome open arm to all, but it's not gonna be safe the more you get in. A a a soft scale like you is going to have trouble. Alrighty, alrighty. Don't say you haven't been warned. No, but we did hear about Greyhold and completely being wiped out. In fact, it is a horrible tragedy, but there was nothing we could do to stop it. Uh, he is predominantly worried about keeping Rosenwald safe, especially against this Lord Strahd character that has apparently conquered the main ruling class of Draco Heights. Uh, yeah. Um, he's he is apparently the new ruler of the land. He somehow managed to throw out the metallic dragons. It's we haven't been too worried about it, and we don't know exactly how one man or even an army could take out the elders of all the metallic dragons all at once, or at least drive them away. Oh, it's knowledge mainly for us because the guards have to know what's going on and make an insight check. This is pretty much a board guard just talking about things that he's overheard. What the fuck? Um, from what I've heard, you can see it even from way off from Draco Heights. Some of the refugees have said that it's just there's an entire castle on top of the mount where the dragons used to meet. Ah, something that has been happening ever since this Strahd character appeared. Uh, it's I'd say about 3 p.m. My shift's gonna end in a couple hours or so. Yeah, he's looking at a sundial watch. It doesn't seem to be working, and he's just kind of like, yeah. There are other ways we pass the time, and we generally got a good feel of when we're supposed to be getting in and off on and off shift. No idea. At the very least, we can. They're supported by magic, so at least that's helping. Alrighty. Uh huh. Oh yeah. Yeah. As you guys are traveling through the city itself, as you travel in, it is a tiered city, and it looks like the bottom layer, even when the sun would come out, most of it would be completely blotted out by the levels above. You're coming into a dark but well lit part of this town, and at least Rogar, from the times you remember seeing it, this looks a lot worse than it ever was. There are hundreds of people just kind of sitting, all of them half dragons. They're sitting by the roadside. There's people who have set up makeshift dwellings that are being allowed to just sit there while there are plenty of beggars. Um, but most of the half dragons are obviously are people who have found their way here and are rather than try and move on, are trying to find a way to make another life here. Uh, you all are passing by what looks to be one of the taverns, and you see a familiar face. To all but Lilith. He is a human individual who wields a rapier, and as he sees you, he begins to approach. Goes, "Hail, and well met, friends. It has been a while, but I am Million. The Seer wishes... the Seer wishes to see you." She insists, in order to be able to know how to kill Strahd, she insists that you should come see her. She is in the Roaring Pony at the upper tier. Yes, she said you would be coming soon. And from my estimates, you are probably about a day's late. Understand. She sees the fates. She knows when you're supposed to arrive. Sometimes you people arrive later than they should. It is understandable, but this is not. It is not pressing enough that she should send me to find you. She just told me to wait until your arrival. That you would be coming through the southern gate. She will do a reading for you. Only one far different than what you previously experienced. Mhm. And you would be able to find a forge not too far away. Mhm. 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 Okay. Mhm. uh Not at the moment. Mhm. Bless you. So, Clang, you separate from the group to find a forge. Okay. You do. Mhm. Okay. Okay. All right. You're able to do this. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. You do hear a lot of talk about um, inner city stuff. Um, make a uh, um, make a perception check. Okay. With a 14, you do overhear about the alchemist, the apothecary. The best apothecary in town is currently missing, and people are concerned about that. Wow. The 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 apothecary is missing. Let's rub his shit. 1 second. You do hear the you do hear the best apothecary is missing. If Magoga goes to an apothecary shop, they'll be directed to her shop first, and there will be a sign on the door saying, "Out to gather supplies. We'll be back sometime." Mm. Yeah. You do find there is a magic shop. It is in the upper tier, the middle tier specifically. the There isn't so much problems in the tiers. Uh, the bottom tier is slum-like, and it's obviously there are parts of the bottom tier that is much more rough than the other parts, but as as long as you can basically read the surroundings, it's fine. Um, Traveling between tiers is simple and easy. There are certain access points that are stairs that go up to the second tier, which allow for brief and occasional views into the to the sky. Though seeing the gray clouds above is not really as much of a welcome sight as it would be if the sun were shining. Um, Let me see here. What was I doing? My mind is blanking. Let's see here. Well, I mean, you might you might today. Don't worry about it. Okay. hmm Well, I guess Strahd's going to be the good guy. Yeah. Anyway, so there is a magic shop, Zector. Whenever you travel up to the second level, you do find uh, an individual. She's a woman. She is a woman. My my brain keeps blanking. Uh, but yes, scruffy haired individual. She seems like she's like bedhead and doesn't really care much about her appearance. A lot of long nights that remain sleepless. And she goes, how may I help you? as you enter. I guess so. Yes. Hmm. Hmm. Yep. Six D8. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, you did. Yes. the the roaring pony. Oh, I don't believe we have such a spell in our repertoire. Uh, you could go to university to see if someone would be able or willing. I just sell in materials and the occasional arcane knickknacks here. Oh well. Oh, just simple stuff. Uh, I got this strange flute here. Every time I play it, some uh, weird things happen. Uh, I don't suggest it. I've got this strange bird cage here. Every time I've put a bird in it, it's died and reanimated. Some kind of necromancy spell. Three. Well, first one was an accident. I didn't realize it would happen. Second one was to see if it continued to work, and third one was to see if it didn't if it mattered what species. I had to waste a couple spell slots on them buggers. They aren't happy after they reanimate. Oh, I can get you a identify scroll. Okay, I identify what things are. And she kind of rustles through like a stack of scrolls and, oh, okay, this is the one. That's gonna be about. That's gonna be about 100 gold pieces. Oh, seeing if things are magical. Yeah, that would also be. Why don't you have that already? I would think. A floating disc? Let me see here. Let me see here. Oh, because a man named Tinser made it. No. Oh, that's just. Oh, that one was just one of your basic healing spells. The gods gave that one. Only religious people and possibly people of the nature actually know those. Here's the disc spell. That's also gonna be that's another extra 100 for each of those. All right, and well, aren't you special? What hostility? Aggression? What do you mean? You're not there. Shut up. I can't react if you're not there. Shut up. Anyway. Um, anyway. I don't know. Listen, I only know really how to do wizard spells. I can't tell you about the origins of any other spells. Nobody ever saw him again. um, don't ask me. That's a question for for people of time. I'd love to learn that one. Don't worry. Anyway, anyway, but um, but that is also an extra 50 gold for the materials, I believe. Actually, yeah, it is because, um, yeah, it is. I'm sorry. Okay, cool. So, Uh, going to Magoga. You have, yeah. Uh, it's gone. um, so Magoga, you travel down, by direction of the by direction of some people you've asked to the best apothecary in town. You come to the shop, and it's set within one of the pillar stones and pillars of the city itself. Uh, there are crawling ivy growths all over this place, almost like blocking out the stone face. And you see a little note on the door, kind of a little sign that says out for supplies, will be back sometime. What does Magoga do? Make an investigation check. Make an investigation check. You can't complain when you say investigate. Okay. You're not entirely sure. 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 Didn't you already have a backup character made for if Magoga died? Ah, okay. A 10 doesn't really get you much. The sign has. You really can't tell if it's been here a day or week, but it seems to have been here a good amount of time. You're not entirely sure. And from what it looks like, to give you this, it seems by the words on the sign itself, it is often the case that this person probably is gone for a certain amount of period that is not described. Yeah, overhearing people. Yeah, there are a couple people walking around. Magoga is actually on the bottom tier. Ah! Uh, um, uh, well, uh, she's been gone for at least a week, I think. Normally, at the very worst, a day or two. Oh, we know that she never leaves the city. Don't really know where she gets up to, though. I know where she makes her home if you want to visit her family. They usually know more about where she goes than anybody else does. I'm gonna say he's a dragonborn. He's a blue dragonborn. What was that, Magoga? Sure. Yeah, sure. I'll go. And he kind of leads you to the place. Um, it is a small little hut. Oh, thank you, sir. And mhm. and he runs off, a little less frightened than he was, but still, you you've come up to a small hut. From the looks of it, it's not really built for normal people. It is significantly smaller, uh, almost like a halfling or a gnome size. So maybe it's gonna be that Gandalf scene from Fellowship of the Ring. Opening the door is what looks to be a young-ish gnome woman. Not entirely sure. This is one of the races you're not too familiar with. And she goes, "Oh, how may I help you?" Yeah? Oh, you're looking for Grandmama. Ah, yes, she is. She's out on her supply run. She's been away for quite a while. Something might have happened. Uh, if you were the adventuring sort, I'd be happy to give you directions on where she usually goes for her supplies. Oh, sure, sure. Oh, yes, we're I'm trying to think of a gnome name. One second. Oh, well, don't worry. You scalies look all the same to me. Uh, we are the copper pots. It was the first thing that came to mind. I'm old Ira, copper pot. Grandmama copper pot is, yeah, she runs the apothecary business, but, uh, my Alfred, he's not much into the plants, don't have much green thumb. So, what you need to do is go to the central spire, central pillar of the of this ring, and kind of circle it until you find a hole. It's about big enough for us, but would be a bit of a squeeze for you bigger folk. Uh, yeah, she usually goes there. They're probably about 2, 3 feet high. Yes. hmm She she has she's opened the door and seeing your big size is coming out to you to talk rather than inviting you in because she knows it's going to be too much trouble for you, and she doesn't want to have to rearrange furniture. Oh, that's a nice trick there. Oh, she kind of, yeah, she kind of squints at you. Huh? Were you always like that? Hmm. Never knew. Yeah. 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 Eh. Might have accidentally brought that. God. Reminds me of the goes wrong show version of it. Anyway, uh, not sponsored, but if anybody wants to see the goes wrong show, it's great. Super. The Peter Pan rendition had David Suchet as the as the narrator, and he's the one who plays as Poirot in the Poirot show. It is a B, it is a BBC show. It is an actual BBC. Anyway, the main idea is they perform plays and everything is going wrong, and they continue through the play. Anyway, it is funny. It is hilarious. Anyways, so back on track. So, Magoga, you have gotten that information. Are you going to go back to meet with everybody? Okay, Rogar, I believe you had gone not only to uh, put up the carts and excuse me, and basically to how stable the carts and horses and such, and Emerald, along with go meet try and get a meet appointment, an audience with the lord of the city. Okay, so you come to the stables. Yeah, you meet with a a gold scaled dragonborn who kind of looks at you and goes, "So you're gonna be you're gonna want to stow these animals and the cart." Well, okay. Well, business is business, I guess. Uh, that'll be that'll be a gold piece per day for the animals, and the cart can be stowed in one of the sheds. Make an insight check. I mean, he seems to be giving you a just prize. Alright, how long you planning to stay here? Okay, come back or if if you don't pay up by a week, I might have to sell your animals. All right. I mean, he has warned you, and he has to accommodate for costs. I mean, Rogar isn't getting any special racism. Of course, he is giving some off-brand comments, like like business is business, I guess. So yeah, yeah. So you you then eventually reach up to the uppermost tier where the Lord's Manor and basically the main city hall is. You meet a receptionist, elvish receptionist, who is sitting, an elderly looking gentleman. Uh, and he's like, how may I help you, sir? Who might be the one seeing him and for what reasons? Plenty of people need to. Is there any, not to sound rude, but is there any reason the Lord should take some time out of his busy day to see you in particular? Hmm. He sees the lantern, kind of looks at you, goes, "Ah, hmm. Well, I will." In this particular region of the world, yes, it is very well known. It is the main religion, in fact. It's like, mm, yeah. Ah, hmm. So, the excommunicated returns. I will inform the Lord of your arrival and your request to meet. Where would you be staying, perchance? I will send a messenger to let you know if you get his audience. All right. Thank you very much. I will send a messenger as soon as I get his response. Hmm. Hmm. Does everybody else meet back at the inn? Oh, really? I'm, uh, this thing, let's put 500 gold pieces on it. Okay. Well, if you still have interest, I'll let you. I'll let you take it for 500. Well, who knows? I've gotten a couple bids on it. Of course, I can't trust them, so I take the gold up front. I'll only sell it up front, so I don't finance it. Well, how much gold do you have? This is my starting price on it. If you have something and you're willing to take it off my shelves, give me an offer. I'm sorry I missed that. And what did you say, Chucky? Lilith? How am I supposed to know that? You just walked in here. You could be nefarious. He looks nefarious, and she points at Zector. I know, just that one milky eye and that freakish. Looks like he was a kobold who went through a grape crusher. And you know what kobolds are like. Can't trust the little buggers. Well, it's not like I'm trying to, but I see somebody who looks like a kobold gone through a grape crusher, and then with some kind of milky eye. I gotta wonder how he looks like that. Don't look like any person that I've ever seen before. Well, what are you gonna be offering me for? At the very least. What's this? Oh, let me see. Kind of looks at it, takes a pearl out of her pocket, and just oh, huh. That's interesting. I wonder who would ever want that. Well, why would I want it? It is a pretty black pearl. All right. Let me double check something. Let me double check something. It is a black pearl. It is a perfectly black pearl. Let me see here. 1 second. I gotta check something because. Let me see here. Because I might be able to get an idea. Oh yeah, yeah. It, he doesn't care for racism, but it doesn't. He it's not that it. You can not care for racism, but have racists in your town. That is totally a thing. um. Uh. actually, she looks at this. Oh, well, this is technically a perfect trade if I just treat it as a regular black pearl. Yeah, fair trade. Then have fun with it. Be careful. Okay, well, she says that um a bird that is put into it is killed and then reanimates into some undead bird thing. She also mentioned that they're very unhappy and she's had to kill every one of them that has reanimated in this way. Again, sh- she hasn't mentioned that. All she, all she knows is that if you put a bird into it, it dies and animates as an undead, and she has to kill it again, basically, whenever she has to deal with it again. She knows that it works on any bird that can fit within the cage, if that helps. It can fit up to a small sized bird. Yes. Yes, it can. Hmm. Okay. Okay. You do have it. You can do that. Yeah. I know what you're trying to do, and I I'm really sorry. I am really sorry. I'll explain what happens when you try it. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Anyway, so everybody meets back at the Roaring Pony at the end of the day. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. This is a dwarvish individual. He. Yeah. Hmm. And he does in. Well, you see him at the forge crafting away. How do you approach? Have you been to Rosenwall? That's the question. That is the question. Make roll a d100 for me. Okay, you unfortunately have not been to Rosenwall. It's a bit too far from home to have been able to be here. To have gone all the way over here. Um. Uh. Well, I don't know if I can actually do that for you. I don't have any magical armor or magical ore. I'd be happy to help someone if you needed for the right gold price. If I had an ore that would do that for you, though. Oh, well, you're free to help to work the forge if you're willing to help me with a few orders and such. Yes, you do complete the half plate. Yeah. One second. I'm gonna have to double check something. I might have to recant my statement. One second. Yes? I'm sorry? No. It is a fair question. Let me see. Okay, let me see here. Let's see here. Okay, let me see here. Let's see here. Okay. Let me see here. I gotta double check something. Because apparently it takes weeks to craft equipment. And you're going for half plate? Yeah. So apparently it would be 15 work weeks of work to actually make a half plate. Let me see here. Let me see here. Divide the time. Let's see here. Half of 15 weeks. Okay, let me see here. Let's see here. It still would take a number of days to craft and get done. See here, using the materials you have, and let's see here. Let's see here. It's one of those things where you have to use downtime. It's basically using downtime in order to make this stuff. Let's see here. I was intent. Yeah, that is. Travel time and downtime are different. As far as downtime, I'm trying to put more downtime, but things have been happening. So true, true. Let's see here. Whale. Hmm. That is normally no. Let me see here. Now you can require help. Request help from this guy. Ratchet and the blacksmith helping you. That that would reduce it. No, there isn't a realistic way, but with 3 people working on it, that turns it from 15 weeks to 5. Okay. All right. Uh, gosh. Now I have to think about how many days are in a week. I'm gonna go with 10 days. Yeah. Yeah. So 1 out of 50, pretty much. Um, that makes it easy. Actually, I want you to make a test with your smithing proficiency. It's going to be a intelligence check based off of your smithy. Advantage because you are getting help. Yes. After this, we'll take our break. Okay. With a third, you can't get any better result than 30. 30 is near 30 is nearly impossible. And with a 30, I'm going to say you have technically been, you were able to work so in sync and so quickly and efficiently that you were able to get a full week work of done in a day. Okay. All right. That is a good chunk of work. All right, so we are on our break. Apparently. Yeah. No. Lilith was with Zector. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Magogo, why would you have an ability score of 7? And pray tell, what reduces your ability score? DM me. The thing is, Clang has to survive to that point. I'm not intending to kill Clang, but Clang dies, Clang dies. Mm-hmm. He might have stepped away. Probably. But by the way, I have put 2 more items from Mortborg in the in the game. Yeah, understandable. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I wasn't feeling too solid during the week. Uh-huh. Uh, that sucks. That sucks. Is this how many times have you tried to have this kind of meetup? Ah. Mhm. 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 Mm. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. What was that, Lilith? What was that, Lilith? What were you rolling, Lilith? What were you rolling, Lilith? Uh huh. Uh huh. Yeah. Yeah. Totally rabid. Had to put them all down. Diseased out of their minds. Well, none of them actually did damage to any of you. It, uh, well, actually, technically, no, no, that's not how rabies actually transfers. No. You've seen a disease in this campaign. A couple of them. You've experienced one of them. Those, whenever you went to the through the Oakenroth Forest, uh, uh, Clang came down with something, and then Rogar got afflicted with something. Yeah, from those creatures that looked like they have had hives for heads or faces. The hulking hives. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Depends. No. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, slots. Yeah. Evil frog monsters. Oh, they are on this server. Let me see here. Let's see here. Do 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 do. Yeah. If you look for let's see here. If you look for Tristay's name in the users, they're not online right now. He's not online right now, but oh yeah, uh, their uh, uh, their name is Horo slash Triste. Their name is like dark blue. It's like if you go. Let me see here. If you go into yeah, if you go to your computer, like go to primary public, like on the far right side, it'll show a list of all the users, and uh, each one has people have their names colored depending on whether or not they're a part of a particular game, a part of just a player, or anything else special that I've made rolls for. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. hmm Yeah, I was trying to. I was kind of curious because it sounded like, from what it sounded like, it was like something happened and apparently they're not playing anymore. And I don't remember. They would tell me if they had to stop playing. hmm Uh huh. hmm hmm Welcome back. hmm It's 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 not coming off it's not coming off negative. Like, I have no problem with it and it's not coming off negatively, but my main question is, when are you not for chaos? Because that's been all your characters so far, to my knowledge. Okay, I am going to leave just for a moment to let my dog out, and I will be back, and we can start up again after I'm back. Okay. So, so, Magoka, what are with the D12s? Oh, I see. So, everybody, so, everyone, you have, you all convene back at the Roaring Pony and meet each other again. The Roaring the Roaring Pony is a tavern slash inn that is built into the central pillar that supports up to the top tier of the city. And it's got like it's got windows for rooms above. It looks like it's a good 50 stories. And as you enter the main hall, you see Million kind of sitting at a table waiting on you. Goes, ah, if you're ready, I'll reach out. I'll lead you to the Seer. All right. Yes, I would hope so. No. What's in sewer ants? Thankfully, this place is made out of stone. Unlike Ankh-Morpork, which was made out of wood, and so the broken drum burned down that day. Anyway, oh gosh, yeah. That's literally how Terry Pratchett describes it. And that's also how he had somebody repronounce it after hearing it for the first time. What's in sewer ends? Anyway, um, anyway, so you are brought up to the very top floor, and thankfully, this inn has a lift system for the high floor, the highest floor. And you were brought into like one of the back suites. One these suites, this suite does not have. It's one of the largest of the suites that the tavern has to offer, but it is without any windows, so you cannot see anything. Oh, you do not get the view of the city outside. And sitting facing the door, with a small table in front of her and a deck of cards, is the Seer. She is the same as you last saw her, a woman, human-ish in uh uh in stature, with veils over her face and a long gown and such, all ghostly white, almost as if you were looking at an apparition, not an actual person. And there are enough chairs exactly for you, and they're not all perfectly sized, but they're all sitting available for you to take your seats. They are not kobold size. I'm sorry, the accommodations could not be made for all sizes. They tend to not care much for the smaller races. hmm Yeah. No other guards or helpers. Just her and Million. She looks young, like shockingly young. Not not childlike, but very young womanish. She looks like she's supposed to be human. There's no way to know actually at this moment. She there's a veil over her face and it blocks any like identification through eyes and such. Although she does look like to have normal human ears from the looks of it. But her huh? Oh no. 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 They look natural. Yes, he is human. It's good to see you all again as well, though not as you once were. My condolences, Zector Magoga. Of course, these new changes could provide you better chances in the days ahead. I have come to give you a reading specifically for your current quest. To face the Dark Lord who now rules these places. And not just to face against him, but uh, uh, to possibly also vanquish him and send him back into the realms in which he belongs. He goes by the name of Strahd. He is a strategist and a conqueror, and once was trapped in a prison, mostly of his own making. With luck and help, you would be able to send him back there. But you will need items, and you will need to know where to face him. And she begins putting out cards onto the table after shuffling them. These cards will tell you where you need to go, what to look for within the realms of the land. After placing the card, she flips the first, and it appears to be a woman placing down cards in a very similar manner. Ah, this card tells of history and knowledge of what you are facing to better understand your enemy. And it seems to me that this treasure has been under my nose the entire time. And uh, uh, it was face up. It was right side up for you. She gets up in the middle of the reading, goes to a chest and opens it, pulls out a book, goes, "Here, to any who would wish to take it," and hands it to one of you. It's history of the one you face, knowledge of the ancient evil that is now your enemy. The next. Hmm? This next card tells of a powerful force of good and protection. A holy symbol of great hope, though it doesn't look as if any of you have the means of using one yet. It is a man. It is in the possession of a man who is not what he seems. Seek him out in the city of the dark ore. This card is of power and strength, a weapon of vengeance and a sword of sunlight. Find what you seek in the chapel of the Mother of Madness and Chaos. Her corrupted high priest holds it. A sword of sunlight. um, find what you seek in the chapel of the Mother of Madness and Chaos. Her corrupted high priest holds it. This card, and she pulls the fourth, tells of an unsealed cage and the key to lock it again. Find it among the guardians of the sealed gate, a different cage that must remain sealed. Seek the guardians of the ruined hill, and you will find it there. The guardians of the ruined hill. Yes. Your enemy is a creature of darkness. This card will lead you to him. Look to the mother's tomb. And that is her ring. I can post these results if you wish. I tried to make it somewhat obvious where you should go, but not so obvious where you're going. Anyway, sorry. No, it's in Draco Heights. Yeah. Mr. Aladdin, sir. I am posting. I'm posting your drawings in handouts and game. In the handouts and game text. Oh wait, god damn it. No, 1 second. Don't look. No. I just No, 1 second. Okay. Now you can look. You can look now. Uh just to make sure everybody gets it, I'll put it in player game chat as well. There. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. I described only the image of the diviner and none of the others, and I forgot to do that for all the other ones. I'm sorry. It does. It looks like she's perfectly healthy looking. Oh, yes, and I gave it to you. Getting caught up in becoming sassy to the seer. She is going to put a hand on your shoulder, Lilith. And go. Those that you seek still yet live, though it may be difficult to find them. No, you didn't. I am confirming for you that they are still alive. I did. Still yet live. True. I. No magic or divination will be able to lead you to them. I often, they're not unnaturally small, but they are small and thin. She pulls her hand away. I won't. Don't worry. I know. I know exactly when I'll die, and maybe you will all be there to witness it. My death. If only. It is part of my curse. Hmm. Hmm. There'll be a chance. Uh, she sits back down. What are you thinking right now? What is Lilith thinking right now? You're trying to. You're trying to find a way to break my sight. Uh, sh- Clang, clang, Zector. Your actions have not gone unnoticed by the one who held your reins. Your brother speaks upon your behalf even now. Only if Zector wishes to tell him. This type of revelation is only well timed with age. Zector will tell you when he's ready. If he's ever ready. Mm-hmm. Yes? Ah. Well, this is a good ending point. And we may yet meet again. Hey everybody, thank you for making it this far at the very least. Just want to say, hey, if you want to support my channel, it would be awesome if you liked, subscribed, commented, all that fun stuff. If you want to add a little bit of extra support on there, go to my Ko-fi channel. The link will be in the description. Right now, I don't know if the link is actually clickable or not, but I'll have the actual URL you need to go to that you can just copy and paste into the browser. But yeah, you can go to my Ko-fi page, hire me as a game master, even just like subscribe, get some little extra fun stuffs. Or I mean, you can check out my other store and see if anything there intrigues you. Just there for a little bit of extra support. I'm trying to make sure that I can keep myself self sufficient on this stuff, and every little bit helps. Um, Thank you very much for watching this, and I hope to see you in the next video.